and then let us see how we remedy these things. We are not arrogant in approach, because as a student leader, a student leader that is arrogant is not a leader that can be entrusted to lead a society.
The president of the EFF, Julius Malema, once said that the NSFAS also must be removed, so that the monies that are being dispersed to the students must be given straight to the universities. Then the university takes the responsibility in giving the students their allowances. So is it possible?
I don't necessarily think it is possible. Perhaps we can agree that when some of these universities are given that responsibility, the process is smooth because student allowances are dispersed on time. Of course, there will be glitches and delays there and there, but students are able to receive their allowances. But the bigger question is, are these universities innocent? Are these universities not complicit or conflicted rather in corruption, in particular with colliding with these service providers that they've self-appointed to disperse these allowances? Because remember, these service providers are also profit-driven. They are given a responsibility to do this particular task to make a profit. So what NSFAS said was that they are taking away this responsibility from these institutions because the SIU, remember at the time, discovered a lot of money that was meant to be given to black students and was not given to black students precisely because universities had withheld that money. University of Johannesburg is an example. The SIU picked up a lot of millions there, and you can name a few. So these universities, my brother, you cannot exonerate them completely that they are not complicit with criminal injury. That, of course, NSFAS would want to say no, but we personally feel that the state's money is not used in a manner that it is then supposed to be used.
The 29th of May happened this year, and we went to national elections, and it happened that there is a new formation of a new political party, which is the MK party. So now it transpired also that it was also the one that surpassed the EFF, and the DA becoming number 2 and the ANC becoming number 1, which it led to coalition government. Then later on it was government of national unity. I just really want to know, do you think maybe by the government of national unity the issues of students will be clarified?
Personally, we were the first people that went on our public social platforms to oppose the GNU because these are not the teachings that the liberation movement taught us at a young age. We grew up in a society where we were told that the DA is a child of the National Party. We were told that the DA is a neoliberal organization that pushes white agenda, white supremacy, and is in charge of the political discourse that seeks to speak to white monopoly capital. So we went publicly because if you check the policies, for example, of the Democratic Alliance, they are opposed to that of the liberation movement. The DA says that it opposes free education. The liberation movement says that free education for all.
Yes.
The DA says that no to minimum wage. The liberation movement says that minimum wage, right?
Yeah.
And when we made this contrast, we were told that we are anarchists. In actual fact, we must desist and cease fire from the comments that we are making publicly. So I personally do not think that this GNU or this coalition between the ANC and the DA is going to serve the best interests or the interests of black students, precisely because of the contradiction between the policies of the two organizations. Yes, of course, they can want to speak English and lie to the public that they control 70% of the executive and try to create and speak lies in justifying nonsense, in actual fact. But I really do not think that this GNU is an answer to questions that confront a black person in this country.
So do you think maybe corruption can also be eradicated through this GNU?
I don't think so. I don't personally think that this GNU also corruption sits at the top of its priority agenda, because as we speak, our communities are still plagued with a lot of violence. We just saw a massacre now in the Eastern Cape where 18 black people were killed. Gender-based violence is still at the peak. On a daily basis, there are cases that are increasing. We just saw now the looting at Soweto, where spaza shops were looted based on grounds that were brought to our attention. But I really don't think that the white agenda seeks to speak to assisting a black person